Namaste. I'm Ezichiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement Channel. Today we're discussing one of the ministers who made me, Antar Stubbs. Now, if you're new here, make sure you type Antar in the comments. And make sure you subscribe. Ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Now, Antar Stubbs was someone who first he's the first person who interested me in nature farming and the use of effective microorganisms, which also is inside the ceramic component of each orgonite that I produce. Now, I should say, I manifest, but whatever the point is that Antar, he taught me about how to get people together and live naturally and engage as light workers in each other's lives in community. This was an objective that he had. I liked that idea. I encouraged him to teach me more about it. And this is probably where the Golden Circle movement really began, with Antar. And he had a son. His son was estranged from him for 17 years, but Antar loved to be on the internet. He loved searching and researching and exploring new concepts that he found on the internet. And he found his son. And he introduced me to him, Khalid Babatune. Now, Khalid was new to the lightworker arena, and he was really unsure of what to make of me and my relationship with Antar. But as he got to know me, he could see Antar had great respect for how I carry myself and, how I treat Antar. And the fact that I'm a light worker and I gave light to Antar during his time. And Antar taught me some very intuitive strategies in giving light to others. So we'll discuss that another day. If that's your thing, type lightworker in the comments. Now, Khalid is a musician. He is a jazz musician. He plays saxophone, and he is quite an accomplished artist and producer. I should say that when you hear his music, you are transported through his spiritual energy that he has. I'm sure this is something that runs in the family, like Antar was an actor. So he was at one time a roommate with James Earl Jones. Many of you know of him as Darth Vader, the voice of Darth Vader. But his son, Khalid, he produced music that you just have to hear for yourself. And I'll be sure to address those, leave you those links in the description. So now, as we discuss Khalid, we must discuss Malcolm Jamal Warner, one of his very best friends, who you know as Theo from The Cosby Show. But he is an amazing bass player, an amazing fretless jazz bass player. And I and my twin flame were invited to many of their shows, their performances. So as my introduction to the light through Johrei introduced me to Antar, I was then introduced to Khalid, who then introduced me to Malcolm Jamal Warner. And there is much more to the story. So make sure you subscribe. Ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. The same EM that I use, that we use in farming, we use in Orgonite. Make sure you acquire your Orgonite using the link in the description. Thank you for your participation. Namaste.